Hi, and welcome to the IT Chronicles. This is 10 in Tech, and I'm joined here with Carlos Casanova.
Hey, Kathleen.
Yay. And we have the pleasure of interviewing Joseph Jayanth. He's a senior product manager with Freshworks. And we're coming live here from Freshworks, Refresh 19 in Las Vegas. And you're going to be doing a session later today.
Yes, I am.
And it's on self-help and the framework. So could you just walk us through, give us a little snippet about what you're going to be talking about today?
Okay, so I'm going to be talking about self-service implementation framework. So self-service is the biggest pain point the IT team faces right now. So it leads to better customer satisfaction. Also, it leads to increase in agent productivity. So that is the main topic that I'm going to talk about. And the framework consists of 5 steps, and I can get into the detail as we have this conversation.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, because I think you know, there's so much available for self-help, and it's just like, you know, where would we start, right? So, you know, take me through the journey of your presentation, maybe at a high level. It's like, if I was looking to implement self-help at Kathleen.com, what would I be looking at first for my family? Because I'm going to use some self-help things for my family.
We need self-help.
Yeah, self-help for me as well.
All right. So I understand there are a lot of frameworks out there, right? So, so as a product manager, my vantage point is that I have spoken to hundreds of customers regarding this problem, and also it is highly influenced by principles in product management itself, because I believe the self-service portal the IT team provides is a product that they're providing for their business users. So how we have broken it down is it's a very simple to implement 5-step process. So you start with understanding the problem. So the best way to do that is to talk to the user who has the problem. So talk to users in your office and understand why they do not use the portal, what is stopping them. And second one is to design based on the problems that you have noticed, that you have understood from talking to the users. So design a solution, and it's a very simple 3-factor solution. So you have to understand how to make it more accessible for the users, the portal. The second thing is ease of use. So, you know, now the users are coming to the portal, but they are stuck in a maze, they are lost. So you have to make it easy to use. And third is providing the right level of information. And a very easy way to understand is to think of, say, Uber, right? So the phone is always with you. It's an extension of yourself. You take the phone out, you go to the Uber app, and it's a very clear question they ask, where do you want to go? And then you just type in the destination. And the third is right level of information, wherein they provide you everything that you need for the ride. They tell you which car you are taking, what is the rating of the driver, how much time it's going to reach the destination. So if I have to ask anyone, when was the last time they spoke to a Uber support executive, it's impossible, right? You don't need to talk to somebody. Sure. So that is the design phase. And then the last 3 steps is basically implementing it and launching it, make it big, brand it well. And the final 2 steps are measuring on what you have done, measuring the impact, and then improving it. So it is continuous improvement. So you improve it, reiterate on it, and ensure that people are adopting.
Right. So it sounds like you have to really understand the customer journey.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of times when people go to portals, it's like this lackluster experience. It's like, you know, what are the services that your customer uses in your organization? Like, why do they come for you? And use it in terms that they understand.
Exactly.
Right, because like as you said, it's Uber. It's like, where do you want to go? It's very easy. You just type in your address, and it's intuitive.
Yeah.
And I think you know, not taking the IT view of the portal, but taking the customer centricity.
Exactly.
Can you kind of give me an example of that branding? Because that was exciting, because it's almost like, okay, you got to do a marketing and sales job after you build out the portal.
Yeah, you got it exactly right. And to talk about a story of a customer of ours, MNC Saatchi, they are based out of London, and they are a marketing firm, and they have done it really well for their customers. And when they have implemented it successfully, they realized that the number of people coming to the portal to raise this request increased by 300%, right? So,
really?
Yeah, so that is how good, how effective it could be if you do it right. And you said exactly the right thing, because end of the day, it is not just about providing a easy to use solution, an intuitive solution, but also market it well so that people know about it and where to come and they are using it. So coming back to the marketing aspect, what you could do is you could talk to the design team in your company, come up with a poster. You can put it in water cooler places. You can create a big standee, put it near the entrance so they understand, okay, so IT is trying something else, something new, let's go and visit the site and see how to do it. And one of the best takeaways from this MNC Saatchi example is how they removed all the IT jargon from it. Instead of going with service request, service catalog, incident management, they just put it out saying, you have an issue. Do you want to request something new? So make it very user-friendly, even the language.
How can I help you today?
Exactly, how can I help you today? Yes, those kind of things.
I mean, you know, we've been around in this space for a couple of months anyway.
He's talking about our age again.
But I mean, you know, I remember some of the early service catalogs, right? I mean, yeah, exactly, you're cringing. Because think about it, you know, you look at these catalogs and who's going to navigate this?
Exactly.
There was no way, and no wonder they never went anywhere.
Well,
Because-
product names and catalogs piss me off.
Right, exactly.
I just like.
Or
the
it was,
just the
it
actual
wasn't
software
structured in terms of, you know, who's coming here to try and use this. It was basically, this is how we do it, so deal with it.
Right.
And obviously that never flew. So
took off, yeah.
we have to go to the opposite extreme. And you know, I think the key thing, especially that you mentioned, like in the first, your first step, is what's the problem?
Right.
And we've done that so horribly bad. It's like, I don't care what your problem is. I'm going to give you a solution.
Right.
You know, and we've just missed that. And obviously we're giving you solutions that, you know, maybe were problems, but it was problems with us. It was always our perspective. So I think that's the key, is it's got to be flipped from the other side. That person coming in, whether they're an IT person or not, they're a person, they're interacting with someone or something, and that's what you have to resolve. And we've just done a horrible job over the years on that.
Absolutely true. That is exactly where my product management influence comes in, wherein we don't go to a meeting room and brainstorm about what problem the user is facing, but we talk to the users and we understand what the problem is in their own words. A lot of times it's usually about, hey, I didn't even know a portal existed, right? Or I don't know the URL. It's always confusing, right? Yeah. One day it's IT support desk.something.com, the next day it's something else. Yeah. So come up with a catchy name. Branding is a lot important in this case.
Yeah, I don't think, I mean, we don't, yeah, especially, I mean, I spend obviously a lot of time in the configuration management space. It's very soft. And if we don't do that sales marketing part, and as IT people, it doesn't come natural, obviously, most of us, but there has to be that thing, and it's not sales in a negative sense, it's communication of value. You know, here's what we're doing to try and help you. Here's the issues that we feel that you've had or you've communicated to us. Here's how we're trying to resolve that. If we're missing it, tell us, you know, have that conversation so that we can adjust what we're providing to you versus like, hey, you know, again, deal with it. Here's what you got.
Well, your customer in London, you actually had anecdotal, you had evidence.
Yeah, we have more. I mean, I'm just giving one example.
The thing that blows me away is 300% increase in traffic.
If that
so
doesn't perk your ears, it's like, wait, did you say 3% or 300%?
No, you said 300.
No, I know, that's what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
it was
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
So it just increased it 3 times, right? So let's say 30% of the users were using it. Now there are 90% of the employees coming to the portal, and that reduces the number of incidents that you have to fix as an IT team. You can focus on bigger, meatier projects to work on. That will be more impactful for the organization.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I guess we'll leave it on 300% increase, though.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll kind of
you sold me.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I'll be implementing that at Kathleen.com at home.
Awesome.
My family will start doing their own self-service.
Absolutely.
And cooking, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you,
Joseph.
Joseph.
It was great. And good luck with your talk today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for this time.
Oh,
Thank
no
you.
problem.